Hello students, this is your Prakasham sir from Math Beyond Marks channel. Here I am going to teach mathematics through concepts. After learning the concepts, you can do the sums on your own. In this video, I am going to teach the constructions based on figure it out exercises present in your textbook of class 8 Maths chapter number 4 quadrilaterals here and there. Okay children, now this is the first question in the construction from your textbook taken from page number 94. Read the question. Draw a quadrilateral whose diagonals have equal length. The diagonals are equal in length and are 8 centimeter. Both the diagonals are equal. That bisect each other and intersect at an angle of 30 degree, 40 degree, 90 degree, 140 degree. Any measurement let it be. But only one thing you have to understand the question. So diagonals have equal length means how many shapes have diagonals equal in length? Can you guess it? Yes, it is 2. Only rectangle and square as only 2. But here there is nothing given about whether it is a square or a rectangle, just like that given as a quadrilateral. Okay, bisect each other. In both cases, they bisect each other. So, we are going to stick on to that concept and construct using the construction tool. What is given means diagonals are of equal length, it is given. And also given they bisect and they are at 30 degree. Okay, so 30 degree means will be less only. So, I am writing like this. It is not actually 30 degree, it is more than that. And moreover, it looks like equal diagonals and each of them is 8 centimeter. This is rough diagram. So this is rough. Now what happens you see here, that's all. We have to join the vertices. If you join the vertices, you may get, it looks like a rectangle only because the diagonals are equal in rectangle and the diagonals are having same length also, but it here because of the angle it looks like a rectangle. So you have to go based on that one. So first what you have to do, we will consider how to construct. You have to aim first itself. What the method will be, sides were not given, only diagonal is given. So diagonal is given, with the help of the diagonal you have to find out the middle point. That's all. First center point, they bisect each other. Okay, let me take the ruler. Okay, draw a line segment of length 8, both up and down are coming, so let it be in the center. 8 centimeter. Draw a line segment of length 8 centimeter. Yeah, it is bigger. Okay, why is there? It is not like looking like an angle or anything. Yeah, I am drawing the diagonal in a straight manner. Let it be there. Then only it will be easy for construction. To find the midpoint, my dear children, what you have to do? Do you remember? Yes, guess it. That means you have to find out the center point. What is that center point? Means you have to take the compass and get the center point. How that center point you are getting? Take more than half and draw the arc. With the same measurement, you have to cut the previous arc down and up. Thank God it is cutting. If not, again I have to draw the arc. Now remove this one. Join these 2 points. What is the length now? This is 4 centimeter and this is 4 centimeter and this is the center point. Okay. Now you can name it A, B. A, B. You can name it. But as it is here, A, B, C, D. Name this one as C only. What you have to do? Mark an angle from here 30 degree. That's why this center point is needed. From here center point you have to mark an angle of 60 degree. Sorry, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, whatever it is. Yes, now take the protractor and keep it properly. Yes, mark 30 degree from here. Yes, it is 30 degree. Okay, between the two we have to mark 30 degree and join that one. Now how much it is? This also, yeah, you can do now one thing. 8 centimeter alone we want. So take the ruler. 4 and this point must be like this. Adjust. Yes. Now 0 to 4, 4 to 8. It is 8 centimeter now. Remember, now what I did, AC I have drawn 8 centimeter and bisected the line to get 4 and 4. But here, after finding that angle point, here it is there, I have drawn that line to get 4 centimeter only, not extra. Here even I can draw, fully I can draw a line and then cut an arc of 4 centimeter. Any method you can do. Now this. That's all over. You see now. Join this, all the line segments you join now. Okay, join all the points AB, BC, CD and DA. Beautiful. What the shape, my dear children, you are getting now? What is the shape you are getting? Exactly, you are getting a rectangle only here. Little bit here the lines may not be intersecting properly due to some error. Okay, that allowed I said, but in the exam hall you are not permitted to do this much error and all. Here my line is moved a little bit more. So what happened now? I have to name it A, B, C, D. And this is perpendicular bisector. This length also now 4 centimeter. This length also 4 centimeter. Are you able to understand, my dear children? That's all. What concept you need to remember here? What concept you need to remember? That property, diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other and they are equal. Here they didn't mention diagonals bisect each other only they gave and they are equal they gave. You have to pick up what diagrams and all possible. Here only 2 possible that I have taken. Shall we go to next question? Our next question in textbook from page number 96 is as follows. Draw a parallelogram with adjacent sides of length 4 cm and 5 cm and angle between them is 30 degree. Listen carefully. Here on they gave the question itself, parallelogram. And also diagonal length, the adjacent sides they gave, diagonals they didn't give. Here adjacent sides are given. In the previous question they gave diagonals, here they are giving adjacent sides. Okay, whatever they give, surely you remember they would have given the sufficient information. Now I'll shift to construction tool and draw the rough diagram there. Please remember the question. Okay children, what is the question? A parallelogram, easy for drawing. A parallelogram with adjacent sides 4 and 5. Yeah, we can draw easily. So let you name it as P, Q, R, S. And adjacent sides here I have drawn less length 4 and this is 5. And the angle between them is 30 degree. That's all over. So now you have to construct. How to construct the parallelogram? Yeah, let you take the ruler. What you have to do? Draw line segment of length 5 cm base as we have done in the triangles, parallelogram, line segment, whatever it is. We have to do the base. 5 cm in length I have to draw. Length 5 cm. Yes. Now what I can do next? Just draw 5 degree. Okay. Draw 30 degree angle. Next we can draw an angle of 30 degree. From here 0, 10, 20, 30. Between the adjacent sides is 30 degree. Okay. Adjacent sides are 30 degree. Now join. Just join, not draw a ray which passes through that one. That's all. We cannot join up to that. That is not 4 cm. If you know it is 4 cm means you can stop. It is not 4. So just draw a ray. Now we have to take the compass and draw an arc of 4 cm. Okay, now I have taken the ruler under the compass and the length I have taken as 4 cm. I have to draw an arc now. Okay, let me draw the arc. Now the arc is drawn. Finished. How much is this one now? It is 4 cm. Why? Because they ask 4 cm. This is 5 cm. Okay. Now what has to be done? How to form a Parallelogram here. Nothing is given, therefore what you have to do? Here 4 centimeter means this is also 4 centimeter, you know. So what I will do with the same thing, same measurement, I'll draw an arc here. Okay, I'll draw arc in this point, I'll draw an arc. Same like I'll draw arc. Little bit above also I could have done. But now I want 5 centimeter to draw from ear to ear. Okay, let me take 5 centimeter arc. Yes, 5 centimeter. Now from this point, that point is P. According to the rough diagram, it is P. We have to cut this one. Cut this. It is not intersecting so properly. So properly means more gap is not there. That's all. But the method is correct. So remove these two. Now join whatever here P to Q and R to Q. Okay, now this is the parallelogram, required parallelogram. This length is 5 centimeter, this is 4, this is 5, and angle between them is 30 degree. Are you clear, my dear children? It looks very easy. Yeah, because if you have rough diagram and the fair picture, if you draw using the proper method, then it is easy. But better you draw rough diagram according to the given instruction, more or less like that I have drawn. But the 30 degree I didn't take proper, but enough. Rough diagram we can take like this and draw the construction. Finish it off. That will be easy for you. Okay, do you feel it is very tough? Okay, let us go to next question. My dear children, your next question is taken from page number 102 of your class 8 textbook. The question number 2, that is, using the diagonal properties, construct a parallelogram whose diagonals are of length 7 centimeter and 5 centimeter and intersect at an angle of 140 degree. Remember children, the first question of this exercise, this video is that only. The diagonal are equal. As the diagonals are equal, we are getting rectangle. The diagonals are not equal, we are getting a parallelogram. One more thing also I said, if the diagonals are perpendicular, you will get square or rhombus. Okay, so many things are hidden in the property itself. If you know the properties very well, you can do this one. So what you have to do, draw a line segment of length 7 centimeter, one diagonal you draw first and mark an angle of 140 degree. Okay, 140 degree, if you mark it, that will be over. 140 means, you know, it will come obtuse angle, not 40 degree. First we have taken 30 degree, we took in the first question. 140 degree means it will come obtuse angle. Then from mark 140 degree, from there you keep the before that, one important thing is there now. Where to mark that 140 degree? You need to find, yeah, this is the problem you are getting. So you are trying to mark 140 degree, where to mark it? So you need center point for that one, because they are intersecting. Parallelogram is diagonal property. See, in that question they intersect, bisect, like that they go. Here they are not giving diagonal properties, they are giving. So what diagonal property? Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, not at right angles, bisect each other. So bisecting means dividing into two equal parts at the center. So you have to find the center point. How you have to find? Using the perpendicular bisector method or bisector method. Bisector method, you find the center point. Through the center point, now you find out 140 degree and up above 2.5 centimeter, below 2.5 centimeter line segment you draw. Now join all the 4 points to get a parallelogram. Are you able to understand? Yes. We'll move on to next question. If you have completed this question, you are getting a parallelogram, you write yes, completed or done, like that. Are you getting it or not? That is the first doubt, no? So if you are not getting, you write it not getting. If you are getting, yes, got it. Like that, some comments you do, then only it will motivate me for teaching. Okay, shall we go to next question? Now, from the same page in your class 8 textbook, here the third question also there, using the diagonal properties. Remember diagonal properties. Using the diagonal properties, construct a rhombus whose diagonals are of length 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter. Simply they are leaving, that's all. Now while explaining that parallelogram itself and rectangle, I said diagonals are perpendicular in rhombus and square. So that also they bisect each other. Bisect each other perpendicularly. 90° will be there between them. That's all. So that is enough now for us. Okay, how to construct? Let us go to rough diagram. Adjacent sides are what? Not adjacent sides, sorry. They gave the diagonals are of length 4 cm and 5 cm. Okay, I will go to rough diagram in construction tool page. Okay, now I will draw a rhombus. What is rhombus? Having 4 sides equal. Okay, 4 sides equal is the basic quality. Here I cannot draw perfectly. Okay, no problem. And you see, if I join this rhombus diagonals, they are not equal. Are they equal? They won't be equal. When they are equal, it will become a square. That's all. So when they become equal, diagonals are becoming equal, then that shape will change to square. These are all you have to remember and keep in mind. Okay. Now, the diagonals they gave as 4 cm and one is 5 cm diagonal, full length. And this one is 4 cm. Yeah. One is 5 cm, another one is 4 cm, but the sides are not given. Sides and all don't know. No problem. So let us name this rhombus as A, B, C, D, where the diagonals are DB and AC. So I can write it AC equal to 4 cm and DB equal to 5 cm because that is needed. DB equal to 5 cm. Now what I will do? I have to draw a length. First I will take 5 cm. This one. What is it? Diagonal I will take 5 cm. Okay. First I will take diagonal DB. Why is the straight you are taking? In the rough diagram it is bent, no problem. You can take it, whatever you take that will be there, perfect. Diagonal DB. I will mark it, if not we will forget it. DB of length 5 cm. Okay, here I no need to write here because some diagonal will come here. Anyhow, no problem. Now what is that? You have to draw perpendicular bisector. Yes, how to draw perpendicular bisector? Why? In rhombus the diagonals bisect perpendicularly. Okay. Now take the compass and take more than half. Why more than half? Because if you take half full length, if the length is more, DB is more length, then arc will go here, top and bottom. That will be difficult for you to draw. That's why you guess something, it is half means a little bit more than that one, you take it. That is a rule usually will follow. If you want, you can take full length also. Draw an arc, above and below. Above you draw an arc. With the same measurement, draw an arc below. I will draw a little bit larger. Cut that previous arc below with the same length. And above also. Up and down in both the places, cut with the same arc. From here, how much you have taken? More than half. The same length, down an arc, above one arc, and below again from here one arc and above. So it cuts both. Now join these two. I hope it is okay. Yes, join. Now we got the perpendicular bisector. This point is the perpendicular bisector's point. Okay. Now one length is 5 cm and this is not 7. Okay, this question mark. I have to take another diagonal 4 cm. How to take 4 cm? Take the compass, take the ruler, take above 2 cm, below 2 cm. Take the compass. With the help of the ruler and compass, now take 2 cm and draw arc both from the center point up and down. Okay, now draw the arc up, down also you draw. Over. we got this intersecting point, this point and this point. Now join, this point. Join everything now. Take the line segment I will draw. 1. That means there A, here B, here to here and here to here. What they asked us, rhombus. Yeah, exactly, it is a rhombus because the diagonals are of different length. Okay, now what is this one? How much is this? Don't know. How much is this? We don't know. This is totally dB is 5 centimeter, and now this is A, B, C. This point is C and D. Now AC equal to 4 centimeter and DB equal to 5 centimeter. Hence we have constructed a rhombus. Are you clear, my dear children? So properties are very important. If you are having doubt in the properties, I have done the animated videos. Please go to the front and watch those videos. I am unable to say the exact number of that video, properties of rhombus. If you can find that, also put it in the comment so that others can benefit that one and read properly. Okay, now we have constructed ABCD rhombus with two diagonals, AC equal to 4 centimeter and DB equal to 5 centimeter without knowing any other measurements. That's all what I said while teaching the construction chapter, that is in video number 31. This and all will come like that. Now this is next video 32. In this, textbook sums are being dealt and I hope you can understand very well. Also pass on this information to your friends and see the previous videos where and all I have posted the properties of rhombus, square, rectangle, parallelogram, all those videos. You try to watch once. And one important thing, remember your properties. How to remember? Even shorts are there for that one in the same channel. If you watch the shorts 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times we watch it. Previously when we were young, we will be memorizing. Now you don't want to memorize. You have to watch it continuously, then automatically that will get memorized. Yeah, surely, repeatedly if you watch it, that will get memorized. And you will be thorough with the properties. Very important is property. Shall I go to next question? Okay, children. Our next question from figure it out exercise of constructions is from page number 107. That is, construct a kite whose diagonals are of length 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter. Listen, this is a kite. You know what is that kite? It will be like this, and the tail also will be like this. Okay. Not like circular or anything. 2 line segments will be there. Everyone would have seen the kite. No, I no need to explain this much and all. Okay. Now in that, only one important property you have to know. That I will go. Now what are the measurements given? Diagonals of length 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter. That let us remember in the rough diagram. I'll shift it over to constructions page. Okay. In this, let me draw a kite. Okay, name this one as ABCD. Usually I am naming it as ABCD. Let it be this one also ABCD or PQRS or DEFG. Anything you can name it, no problem. And 2 diagonals are also there from A to C and D to B. 2 diagonals are there, but it is little tilted, no problem. So what is the length of these 2 diagonals? One is given as 8 centimeter. And another one is given as 6 centimeter. Okay, take the ruler of and draw a length of AC. AC equal to 8 centimeter I am going to draw. Okay, this is AC. Enough, name itself enough, 8 centimeter, that okay. Then DB I have to draw. For that I want the line to be perpendicular, that's all. So take the ruler or 90-degree line you mark, no problem. That is, it is perpendicular from this point anywhere. Here I can keep here, here, here. Now I want perpendicular here, perpendicular. Okay. Now, okay, you can join, you can keep the ruler or you can directly join this one using the line segment. If I join this line segment and extend, that will be perpendicular only. Okay, but actually you have to draw using the ruler. That's a point where we kept, and this one we have to draw. Now take the compass, okay, or the ruler or compass. Okay, how much you have to take? Arc 3 centimeter. Why? Totally it is 6 centimeter. dB is 6 centimeter. I will take 3 centimeter. Okay, I'll keep at the center and draw an arc of 3 centimeter here. Okay, 3 centimeter arc. Next, I have to draw down also. Same 3 centimeter I have to draw. Okay, finished. So now what I have done is this where I kept, no, just like that I kept in some place. That's all. We don't want to keep in the proper place anywhere. If you keep very closer, it will become wider. If you keep here, this will become wider, and this will become sharper, and this will become wider. So make it proper, decide it in the rough diagram itself and draw. Now join all these line segments. That means all the points using line segments. Yes. Now we got a kite. A, B, C, D, in which this length is 8 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter. This is the only property that kite possesses. One diagonal is bisected. No other shape has this property. Only in kite one is bisected. The other little bit you can have lenience, because you know the kite shape will be like diamond. So this is the property. My dear children, are you able to understand? Shall we go to next question? Yes. Now let us go to the last question of this chapter, constructions from your textbook. What are the questions I found? I have dealt it. If anything you find which I left, you can comment it. Then I will do that as a short. Okay, shorts. I am uploading shorts also in the same channel. You please watch that and get benefited. Okay, now what is the next question? In page number 108, construct a square with the diagonal 6 centimeter without using a protractor, they said. So we have to construct a square without using protractor. Diagonal is 6 centimeter. Why they are saying without using protractor? Because square diagonals are perpendicular. If you use protractor, you will find out 90 degree and finish up the sum. So that we don't want. Then how to do? Use compass to do. We know we have to draw a square. Okay, let me draw a square in the rough diagram. Here what and all I am drawing is a rough diagram. I didn't name it as rough diagram, but it is rough only. Diagonals are equal in length. Okay, diagonals are equal. What is the meaning? Yes, okay. How much is given? Diagonals are both given as 6 centimeter. So let you name this square L, M, N, O. I have taken differently because they didn't give the name at all. In none of the questions they give name. So I have taken L, M, and O. And the center point is you can, O already is there, P. Okay, L, M, and O, P. P is the center point. Okay, now what we have to do? Diagonal. First diagonal only we know, side we don't know. We can't take base and construct. So diagonal you take it as the base. Okay, 6 centimeter. Yeah, no problem. We can take it 6 centimeter as the diagonal and draw. Draw a diagonal of length 6 centimeter with the help of the ruler. Like steps of construction I am saying. Yeah, you can. That this is called steps of construction. No, that you be thorough with that one also. Yes, next one with the name this one. Name this as which one I will do? LN. LN. You can't name LM because L and N here. O we have to find out. O how to find? No protractor, so you have to use only compass. What is the method? What is the procedure you have to follow to use the compass? Take more than half of that one and draw arc on both the sides. 1, Draw arc down also. Now shift it. Draw arc with the same radius to cut the previous arc. Cut the previous arc both up and down. Remove the compass. Now join that line segment. Join this. Okay. Now where to join this one? That is very important. With the help of the ruler, take the measurement of 6 centimeter from the compass. Take the compass and take 6 centimeter. That 3 centimeter you have to mark. Okay. Now you have to mark, cut that line, cut the ray both up and down. Okay. I changed the color because it won't be visible. Too many arcs are coming in the same place. You also be careful while taking the arc. You make it, maximize it or minimize it. Then you can show that arc differently, individually. Here you can't. This arc you could have shown differently. This arc is only 3 centimeter. Okay. Now join that points. Join LM, MN, NO, O is here, yes, and OL. So this, I have done it wrong. Okay, I'll join from L. Yes, now it is correct. Look at the diagram. It looks exactly like square. It is a square only, no? It not looks like. You tilt it, then it look like it is a square. Why look like? Then it is a square. L M N O. Yes, children, my dear children, this is the last question from this class 8 CBSE Maths construction chapter. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. If you are new to this channel, subscribe and make the channel to grow. If you are already watching, please watch all the videos and encourage me to put more and more videos. Encouragement only will make the teacher to teach in a positive manner and perfectly. Okay, so your encouragement is always welcome. See you in the next video. Until then, bye from your Prakasam sir.